with all my videos, we're going to make the what do you call it, the jig itself that goes onto the slide. Slide is there, jig is here. As with nearly everything I do, I don't have any set plans, but I have ideas, but not set plans. So anyway, I'm going to use this block. It's about 3 by 2 hardwood, and I'm just going to trim it down. My idea is that we don't need all of that. We need about 2 inches and 3/4 inch hole. So I'm going to measure, I think about 40 millimeter. The amount of stuff that we need for the hole to go into. I think the hole only needs to be about 3/4 inches long. So I'm thinking doing this all in one solid piece. I want to make this adjustable, not in length, in angle. I can do the angle part after. I think that this will be good enough, and this will be the hole, and we'll have the tightening knot here. But I want this to come down then and come out here and narrow then, so that we can put a bolt to change the angle. So I think it needs to be about 50 millimeters long. We'll leave it at 60 for now, but I think 50 is plenty to hold the chisel. So I'll cut this on the bandsaw. I have a bandsaw now. So I'm all good. So I'm thinking of this is going to be taken out from here, and I'm thinking this piece coming down here like this. So maybe we'll go like this. Can you see that now? And I'm going to narrow this part then as well. I'm going to narrow it this way so that it will take the bolt and tighten along whatever I'm using. There'll still be enough room for the thing, there'll still be enough room for the bolt. So I can do that in a straight line if I want to. So the reason I want all this in one piece is like to be a bit different. So this part here then is going to be reduced in thickness. But what we'll do is we'll cut out the base of this first. Okay, cut the shoulders off when you weren't looking there. That looks good. There's a bit of spring here, look. Can just tighten in. No problem, hold the pin. I'm happy enough with that. Now we just get a bit and we'll drill the 3/4 inch hole down through there, I think. Okay, where am I going to put this? I don't know. I have to take my word. No, put a block each side there and clamp it just in case the thing spins. I'll kick it and go on a 3/4 inch first or bit. Camera down. Something's a little off center. I think my little pins are slightly, but that's what we were aiming for today. That took less than an hour. Didn't put the date in the center. Most people want to screw it from the bottom and have the flat piece on the thing. I might put a piece of copper or something in there that it won't damage the thing. But that's the block made, and I'm happy with that. Bit different. Okay, I will sand it up now in a few minutes. Okay, we'll sand it up a bit. Mask goes on, so no talking. I'm not going to show all of this. Sanded that up, and I got a piece here. I just sanded it down that it's fairly tight. Like this. So, not too much. So I'm going to put a hole through here, and that can be adjusted. I don't know the length of this. The length of this will be determined by the blade being at 60 degrees. So I know I can move this back, but I want to keep this at the David Ellsworth one for now. Okay, but we can adjust it afterwards, because David said that it's 7 inches from here to here. And this is 4 inches. So we're going to make the template based on that, and I think 60 degrees is the angle when you're in the middle of it. So the way it's sharpened is it's 2 inches out. Okay. So, oh, I don't know if you saw that. I'll do that again. Change your plan, you know me. No set way. I'll drill the hole through here, and then I'll take this one out and I'll put a slot in it. That means it can go up and down. Bent or something. Oh, never mind. It's gone now anyway. We'll just cut this out with chisel now. I can't leave anything around because my dogs are always all over the place when they're Not the most beautiful slot, but it'll work. I still haven't done the length of this yet. Now this is adjustable and adjustable for length as well by about 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and put a bolt in this and see how it works out. It's tight without it, but no, it will need a bolt, there's no question about that. You won't need a thumb screw on it because won't need a thumb screw because it won't be altered very often, if at all. I'm not big into turning. I bought a new turning machine, small mini one, just for hobbying. So the last thing I have to do then is to make something to hold the chisel in place. That's the bit I'm trying. Well, of course, I also have to cut the length of this here. Measure this one over. Like 7 inches. I'll let this up as far as it go first. That's the maximum. Chisel coming in about 2 inches of the chisel at about 60 degrees. I can cut this roughly. Nothing happened yet. Cut it roughly at the moment. A little pine thing is there now, like that, and I think it's still a bit long, so it'll still go. Maybe need to do a bit of rounding off there with the sander. Next thing is the hole, but I'm going to go around and have some coffee. This was after taking this and this all together. Ooh, working time without breaks. Less than an hour. No, maybe an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. New chisels. First time I bought chisels in 20, 30 years. Nice set here. Bought them on Amazon. Swedish. Same company as like Sandvik. Remember Sandvik saw it? Sandvik saw it. I'm too lazy to sharpen it. I will sharpen it some. It's I have it since I was an apprentice. Actually not bad looking either, is it? I didn't tighten it yet now. Now tighten it with the thread. position, that won't move. Look. It's not bad looking, is it? No. I'm going to have that coffee now and then I'll work out how to do this bolt. At the moment that's the wrong length anyway. I can see that. It needs to go back out here. No, really what needs to be done, this leg needs to be shortened. If I'm not happy with it, don't take a few minutes to make up a new leg like this, you know. So, okay, here's our piece now. I shortened it somewhat and I let it open that you can pull it out the whole way. Nice little pint to go into the carriage. So last thing is to make a bolt. Now the bolt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hole where the tightening bolt is going first. I'll make it with this one, and then I will let that run right through. Then make a bigger hole, let it run through here, and make a bigger hole here. Then so that the only reason I'm making the bigger hole there is so that I can make a hole to put the bolt down in, the nut in to hold it. Okay, so I'll be putting the nut in with some sort of glue or something. I don't have them other type of nuts, the one that cramp in. And then what we'll do is we'll use a piece of copper to go in or something like that won't damage the chisel. Put this down here now. I'm only drilling a hole, so. I can't wait to have my workshop. When I have my workshop, I won't have to be doing any of this anymore. But I have to finish this house before I do my workshop. The reason I'm doing this now is because it only goes down 85 millimeters. Another hole here. In there, but I've made a wider hole, but not the whole way down. And the whole idea maybe is to hammer this down into it then. Go over here and we will see, will that work? So we're going to hammer this nut down in. And you can see the nut in there. So what we can do is we can get a small one here and we can put a washer, a couple of washers on it, and we can pull it in even more here.
Okay.
They're all my hammers, I think. out so slow. So, with the chisel you have the flat side up first. 2 inches is Mr. Elmore, Mr. David, bit of credit to David Ellsworth. Now the problem is this chisel is so small, and let this one up in straight line for now. I rounded this off a little bit, but maybe too much. But the grips of this will catch in the wood, and that should be good anyway. So you see, we have a bit of a storm. There was a typhoon out in the Pacific. Now the Pacific is this side. This way is over. That's the Mindanao Sea. So it's going over towards Boopolo. The sea is rough, but no, we're okay. That looks too long, so I'm going to make this shorter. I'm going to keep this at 7 inches for now. Of course I can adjust the angle on this as well, but I'm not so sure. I suppose everyone has their own idea of what way they want their chippy sharpened. So that one is lying, so I'll be putting this back in later in the water. Come out 7.5. Now that's lying flat. Whee! Down! You pull that sheet of pin somewhere. This is for doing what's called an Irish grind. I'm Irish. I don't know why it's called an Irish grind, but it's called an Irish grind, not an Elmsworth. Elmsworth was the guy that made up a sharpening device with woodcraft for sharpening this, and he made chisels as well. But he didn't actually invent the grind, and he never claims to invent the grind. It's called an Irish grind. I'm sure it's around for hundreds of years. So we'll make this now. You move that sheet of plywood or thing before it kills somebody.